Welcome everyone to another episode of Time for BL. This is the podcast where we review movies, TV shows, novels, and comics, all in the boys love genre. Yes, it's Nhai episode 2. I am so excited because this series looks so promising. I am here for it so far, and I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that it stays on the same level. So I finally really sat down and watched the trailer, so I have an idea of some of the drama that's gonna happen. I have an idea of the storyline more now. I am still excited. I can't wait to see how everything is going to be handled, and I'm just also really happy that they have Portion Arm in here, and it looks like everything is going to be done properly with a good storyline. I'm just not excited for all this guitar strumming. Can I get one series where no one sings or plays an instrument? Everyone's just boring. Just give me one series. That's all I ask. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. So here we go. Let's jump into episode 2 of Nhai. Why do they always talk so loud when they're talking about somebody behind their back? Why everybody always talk so loud? Like, you see that guy? Wait, it's not even a whisper. It's, hey, you see that guy over there? His name is Iris. He joined in the middle of the semester because he has a special connection with a teacher here. I heard he uses drugs and just came back from overseas to escape a case. Can you believe it? They're just so loud. I find that so hilarious. All right, so I love this opening. Actually, I thought I wasn't going to love it because they're describing each person, telling you about each person, and instead of you being introduced to the character by watching them throughout the whole thing. But I actually don't mind it, him going through, because it's kind of almost like he's reminding himself of who each person is and what their personalities are like, especially after just, hearing all these bad things about himself, focusing on, okay, these are the guys I'm hanging out with, this guy's this guy's that, basketball player, all that stuff. But I love the whole thing of Nhai finding out that the girl he likes already has a boyfriend. And he just ran off and cried because that's all he could do. That's all he could think to do. Just run away and cry. Oh my gosh. He has zero bravery. He lost his opportunity. Hey, but at least he did that and didn't stick around and go, who is this guy? I'm better than him. Don't you want to talk to me instead? Or anything like that. He realized, nope, she already has someone. Let me run away and go cry to my friends. Okay. I love how he's smiling. He's smiling because he's so glad that Nhai is still single, because that means he can continue to pursue him. And now he's offering drinks, and I'm wondering, is this going to be the scene that I saw where they what is the story? I'm on the edge of my seat waiting for all of this. And we're learning that Nhai is also a bad drunk. Huh. And they're going to his room for a drink. So is this the scene? Is this the scene? Or is this the episode? How quickly are we going to jump into the story? I love the establishing shots they've shown of the city in this. I don't know how much of it is stock footage. Probably all of it. Who knows how much they got on their own. The studio also most likely just had a bunch of stock footage sitting around that they had access to put in the show. But I love it. I love the whole showing of the city, everything they've done so far, because it's well done. You've seen ones where they don't even show you the city or anything like that. When they need to do an establishing shot of here's where we are, you get the same 3 buildings every episode. And with this, you get to see the scenery, the landscapes, all this stuff. And I think those establishing shots are so well done for this series. I'm loving everything I'm seeing so far, not just the storyline or the acting, but even the production that's gone into it. The overall production, I feel like so far from episode 1 to episode 2 is actually pretty good, and I'm enjoying it. Okay, so Nhai is like asking all these questions about what kind of girl is I interested in, and the reason why is because one of the girls, Jita, has approached Nhai and says she wants to get to know I, and he of course tried a whole, why don't you want to get to know me instead? And she brushed that off. You're handsome, but no, I really want to get to know him. So when she asked for I's contact info, he originally said, no, I'm not going to help you. You go ask him for his contact info. And then all she did was the parade of guys that follow her around and her all got snacks to offer Nhai, to get help. And that's how quickly he turned. This man only thinks about his stomach. Some potato chips. And he said, okay, yeah, I'll help. She said, you want a soda? He said, yeah, let me get all the info for you. Oh my gosh. This man is not loyal. I like what they did with I talking about his family and explaining his, family setup. And when he, said his dad got him to place, they're like, you have 2 dads? And he just like, yeah. And they were all just like, oh, okay. And when he's like, yeah, I can invite you out to my stepdad's place, my home. You can see that. And they're just like, okay, cool. One of them is even like, hey, yeah, I got some. I can come next break. If you'll have me. But I'm actually surprised at how humble his condo looks and small, because I like, part of me is like, is it the budget? But the other part of me is like, where his parents like, you just need a small condo near the school, you don't need anything fancy, like, that kind of deal. Like, they treat him like a little prince and they love him, and he gets to drive a sports car. But at the same time, they're just like, this is all you need. You just need a living room, a bedroom, somewhere to study. You're good. Somewhere close to your school. I'm really thinking about that. If that has like something to do with the storyline or not. But all I've seen so far is the kitchen and part of the living room. And the fridge. The fridge says a lot. And the fridge says cheap. But I do love that they actually have been thinking about the rumors about him. They just didn't bring it up because it's rude and they like hanging out with him. So they didn't listen to the rumors and go, maybe we should not talk to him. Instead, they heard the rumors, still hung out with him, and were like, okay, look, we just want to know how much of it is real. We're your friends. We're here for you. We want to be there for you. And, he told them, the truth. And they're just like, oh, wow, couldn't expect someone like you to do it. And, this is a good group of friends so far. And future boyfriend. Is that 3 bottle of beer all the alcohol? That better not be all the damn alcohol. That better not be all the alcohol. I only saw 3 bottles of beer. 3 bottles of beer is a quick party night. When you're in your early 20s. Oh God. So I gotta go back to it though. I gotta go back to it. So he says to him, when I first met you, I like you because your face is like Jiaonan, his stepfather. Like, I keep just making the joke that he and his dad got the same type. But it's coming to the point where I'm like, I think he has a crush on stepdaddy. And I'm sorry for saying stepdaddy. But he might have a crush on stepdaddy. Oh, stepfather. Oh, stepdaddy. I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm not. I have a feeling I'm going to get more of this throughout. And here's the thing. It wouldn't be weird if he didn't keep bringing it up. It would just be like, he kind of looks like my stepdad. Move on. But it says, I was attracted to you because when I saw you, you look like my stepdad. Like, I get that you love your stepdad. But at some point, love for your stepdad can't cross a line, and it feels like it's crossing a line, sir. And he's also saying this out loud in a room full of everyone who's drunk, yeah, but if you woke up, you don't think anyone else might have woken up and is listening to you like, yo, he likes Nhai. That jolt scared me. When Nhai jumping up, I was like, he heard every word. I was like, no, I can't sit here any longer. But hopefully for he just needs to pee. I had to pause. Okay, so Nhai is drunk. He comes back and he's like telling how he likes how he takes care of him and how he's really handsome and all this stuff. And then says he wants to give him a reward of kissing him 10 times. And them kisses, like, they was on the cheek. But that's not a quick, like, I've done cheek kisses and they're, mwah, mwah, great seeing you, mwah, thank you so much, mwah, mwah, real quick. For the culture. But those weren't thank you cheek kisses. Those were everything Nhai felt. Cheek kisses. Because Nhai was there going, look, not Nhai. I was there going, Nhai, I'm gonna need you to stop. Because you might be taking this too far right now. And Nhai is just there like, I'm not taking it too far. Let me just kiss you. And I is holding himself back like, all right, this is too much. And he's there, and Nhai's there. I can smell the liquor on your breath. Oh boy, 2 drunk boys in a room. They might kiss. Oh yes, they did. Okay. Like, yeah, they kiss, and he takes him back to his room. But I'm just like, all those friends are still in the living room, and there's no way all of them are still passed out, are they? One didn't wake up and was like, oh, it's about to go down. Okay, somebody's really got to go through these subtitles and redo them. Like, there's just so many mistakes that I'm wondering, are they rushed? Did no one go back and read them through? Was there no editor? Like, because it's mostly misspellings. I'm not noticing many grammatical errors, but I'm seeing some misspellings, or like the sentence structure is off. Like the sentence structure, it makes sense, but it's not how anybody talks. Like, I can read it and go, oh, I know what he's trying to say, but no one would say that. So that is throwing me off a bit and just taking me out a bit, because I really want to watch this scene. I'm at the scene where I and Nhai are talking about what just took place between them. Nhai coming out of the shower, he's laying in the bed, he's crying, and I's telling him, you know, you don't have to leave right now, you can just wait till tomorrow. You know, really trying to make sure he's okay, and Nhai is not okay. He's having huge regrets about what he just did. It's so sad. But I do like, one of the things they show is I making sure, like, he's saying to Nhai, look, if you don't want to do this, we can just stop. And Nhai is the one who continues it, and now he's feeling regrets about it, because I'm sure he just didn't expect that to be something he'd be interested in doing. He didn't expect I to be someone he'd be interested in doing. He's learned something new about himself today. yeah, I just the subtitles. The subtitles is the only thing throwing me off, because everything else, I personally feel like it's been going very well. I like the acting. I like the storyline so far. I like the pace that everything is going. Just the subtitles, man. Okay. Like, I, of course, like, real quick with that is, hurt as well, and because he feels like he's really hurt Nhai, and he is feeling his own regret and all that stuff. It's love that scene. But what I really love right now is this establishing shot that's right after that. It's like morning, early morning, so dawn. The sky is still orange in the background. The cars, you can see like the heavy traffic on the highway. Just busy streets all around. Lights are still on, so it's not fully day yet. Like all that, and it's like just these establishing shots are what's gonna really pull me into this series, because I love when things are done correctly. And I feel like as far as post-production, the editor whoever edited this is killing it. I love the editing. I love the pacing. They're doing an amazing job. This is awesome. And this is from someone who is a crappy editor. I'm an okay editor. Me and editing never got along well. Me and sound did a lot better, but me and editing did not agree. So, like, seeing how amazing this is, like, to me, this is obviously very professionally done, is what I mean. With the pacing, the editing, everything so far, it's very professional. That I love it. Oh, so what I thought was his biggest regret is not his biggest regret. He is worried that he is ruining the possibility of I and the person he likes. He doesn't know he is the person I likes. So his regret isn't with the situation. He was okay, I guess, with the situation. He's not okay with what he believes is ruining a chance for his friend that he really likes. Love it. I'm sorry, hold up. That gave me a pause. Instead of talking to a friend about it, or even going on, you remember with Together With Me, where they were both on like a feed where they're getting advice from people and talking about the story, and they were both apparently on the feed talking to each other. He's asking an AI what to do. And funny enough, AI, because I thought he was about to send I a text message. I am home. I don't want to talk about this. Something like that. No, he's like, hey, AI, I accidentally slept with my friend. And it was an accident, because you see what happened was I was kissing him accidentally. And then we went to the bedroom accidentally. And then he told me if I wanted to stop, I could stop. But then I accidentally continued. Because, then we just accidentally did the deed. Accidentally, as he rubbed his hands across my chest. Dude. It reminds me of the thing. I think the sound is on TikTok. I'm going to have to go search for it. Where, no, it probably isn't. But it's like somebody said, what? Did you just trip and fall? Trip and fall naked? It was like some movie or something. Or like accidentally cheated on you. You just tripped and fell naked. that kind of, I need to find that. I want to know how Nhai was able to get into an aerospace engineering course, because that boy has, not all the light bulbs are lit. He has a few dim bulbs in there. All the neurons ain't sparking. He's trying to see if he wants to be a woman, if having a relations with a man means he wants to be a woman. And making fake boobs for himself, which we all made fake boobs for ourselves as kids, right? Every single one of us. Just me? Yo, I gotta give it up for I. Gotta give it up to I. He knows how to take care of his partner. He's given the real advice. He's given the true advice, and he's telling him what to do. Why do I gotta take this? I'm not sick, sir. You're gonna be hurting. You're gonna be hurting, and you're also gonna leave the damn duck outside of the door. Oh, I was watching him. I was wondering if I just sent that message while watching him. I'm loving Sweetie. First thing Sweetie's like, what do you mean you accidentally had sex with your friend? Are they on birth control? All right, we got 48 hours. Like, we about to get that morning after pill. Let's go. Sweetie's a real one. He's like, oh no, it's a guy. It's like, oh, okay, so they're not pregnant. Oh God, I just read the rest of the thing where it's like, why didn't you do it with me? Oh gosh, I'm worried as well because I really don't want Sweetie to just be the butt of the jokes, but we do need comedic relief as well, and Nhai kind of is a comedic character himself too, so the dynamic between the two of them joking back and forth, I want to see how that grows, to see if that dynamic gets stronger as the series goes on, because I think the bantering back and forth could be really good when it's done really well. But that bar, it looks empty though. That looks like an empty bar. That looks like a small bar as well. And also before that, where Nhai, was standing outside of the door the whole time and took the duck hostage because of course he dropped the duck. I knew he was gonna lose that thing the second I gave Nhai back the duck, but I, and him talking through the door because they can hear each other and all that. And I saying I don't want you to stay mad at me, all that. It was so sweet. It was so cute. It was adorable. It was all adorable. It was so adorable. My man I is a stalker. He's doing stalker tendencies. You can't be doing stalker tendencies. I get that you want to take care of Nhai, but didn't your daddy tell you not to do too much? You're doing too much. Rolled up in the bar, ready to punch Sweetie. Oh gosh. You're doing too much, sir. And I love that the bartender jumped out real quick like, yo, I'm here to protect my oh, this scene. I saw this scene in the trailer. I gotta rewind though because I want to make sure I talk about this full scene when the full scene is finished. But I love also that the bartender just jumped out ready to protect. Like, he is not just the bodyguard. He's not just the bartender. He is also the bodyguard. And he is ready for a fight. I was wondering why he got all the muscles just from mixing some drinks. There we go. That's his other job. He pulls people apart. Officially worried for one main reason. This happened very fast. So I and Nhai go to the back of the bar. Nhai is shouting at I, and he's saying, you probably, you probably don't want to be my friend anymore. You're angry at me because I got drunk and then we had the intercourse. And I was like, that's not why I'm angry. And then again, I feel like there is some subtitle issues there because it's like, I'm jealous of you, which I don't think it's supposed to say I'm jealous of you, or it's probably something like I feel possessive. Please don't say possessive. Woo! But it felt like weird subtitle wise, but I think I kind of get what it's going for. He's jealous of the people around him because he wants to be with him. They both admitted their feelings. So this is why I'm worried. This is episode 2 and they've admitted their feelings to each other. So from the drama I've seen from the trailer, I'm like, oh my God, how many episodes is that going to take up? How much am I going to cry during this series? Oh no, I cannot handle it. This is about to be a roller coaster ride. I can feel it. So they have discussed it and they have decided, because Nhai is still not 100% sure about his feelings or what he wants, that they are just going to date for a month. And then after the month, decide if they're going to go back to just being friends or if they're going to start a relationship or they're going to continue the relationship. And we have begun. So next episode, I'm hoping it's all lovey-dovey. So we don't get a preview of the next episode. So I have no idea what's going to happen next episode. Maybe I'll have to wait for the preview. Maybe they just not putting out previews whatsoever. But I'm hoping next episode we're going to get, like, in the end credits, we see where he spends the night with, we know he's spending the night at Eyes. Nyes is spending the night at Eyes. And I'm hoping, like, we get the whole scene where I is gone over to Nyes' house, Nyes' dormitory in the next episode, and him, like, cleaning it up because it's nasty. And, like, I guess it's going to be like an opposites attract kind of thing where Nyes is just not a cleanly guy whatsoever, and I is just constantly picking up behind him because he lubes him. Overall though, I did enjoy this episode. I am still enjoying this show, and I just hope it gets better and better from here. I am now, like, dreading when the drama with the mom starts. I am dreading that. I don't want it to happen because my boys I and I look so sweet together, and I'm happy with the way that they actually did them getting together with a Nhai trying to hide behind alcohol because he wants a night in I on I with I. But, you know, at the end of the day, they both have to admit to each other about what they're feeling. And Nhai is making it clear, like, he's kind of confused because it's like, I think I like this guy, but I'm not sure because I've only ever been with girls. And him, you know, being able to explore himself. And I'm glad that when he went to his friend wasn't like, so you're just gay now. He, you know, told him the whole thing, like, you know, maybe you're bi, maybe, you know, like, explore the rainbow. figure out who you are. I like that he had that backup, that friend there to help him. Oh gosh, cannot wait for next week's episode. Loving this. There was a lack of portion arm in it, but that is okay. They will come back soon. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of Time for BL. I hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, and good night, whatever it is, wherever you are.